In Dealing with Debt today, tips on how to save for college now to reduce the load of student loans later. Here's Steve Ruxton.
Funding a college education, specifically doing it with tax-free dollars. There are different ways that you can do that. Let's talk about it with our guest, certified financial planner John Bever. John is president of Phase 3 Advisory Services Limited. And John, good to have you back.
It's good to be here.
Tax-free dollars for college education. I love the sound of that. There are different flavors of how you can do it, right?
Yes, there are. This is one of my favorite topics, disinheriting Uncle Sam. Many tools are available. 529 plans, Coverdell education savings accounts, uniform transfer to minor accounts, even Roth IRAs. If you are self-employed, you could hire your children, or a combination of all of the above.
Let's talk about 529 plans, and I believe every state has one, including Illinois. I have done a number of shows on this topic, and I had someone call into a radio show I did once and said, what if we start funding a college plan through a 529 for our child? They get to be college age or near college age and decide they want to go sit on an island in the middle of the Pacific, not go to college. What happens to that money that's gone in tax advantaged?
Well, the money must come out by the time that beneficiary reaches age 30, but you can change the beneficiary on the account. So if you have other children, you can shift it to other children, and even other family members, even grandchildren. So if you're fortunate enough to have grandchildren, you can pass it down to the next generation.
You mentioned some of the other accounts that you can use to fund a college education. Let's talk about a Roth IRA, and then also one idea you had, taking a loan from your 401k. That sounds a little bit scary.
Yes, and for that you have to do some good analysis. But Roth IRAs are really neat because you can use them for just about anything. We think of them as retirement accounts, and they're excellent because they grow tax-free. Mm-hmm. But because your contributions go in on an after-tax basis, you can withdraw your contributions at any time for any reason, which would include college. Right. It can be used in conjunction with borrowing from a 401k. So you can borrow from your 401k without having to pay tax. You do pay interest, but that interest is paid to your own account. So in reality, it's really not costing you anything, just some cash flow. Then you can use your Roth IRA later on to help pay back that 401k. You can't pay the money directly. You'd have to supplement your income from your Roth IRA and then have the contributions back to the 401k come out of your salary.
Last question, what about tips for the self-employed? What can they do to send their kids to college?
They have a really neat opportunity. If you are a sole proprietor or a husband and wife partnership, what you can do is pay your children. Now they have to actually do the work. You have to pay them a legitimate wage, but those wages go to them almost completely tax-free. No Social Security tax under the age of 18. Huh. No federal unemployment tax under the age of 21. And the child can take advantage of their own standard deduction of $12,000, which would be tax-free for federal purposes, and some states have adopted that same standard deduction, so it could be potentially totally tax-free. And then the child can fund a Roth IRA because they have earnings.
Right, good. John, very good. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.